Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to Update DRM Episode 8. I'm here in my fancy new mansion. That's what's up. That's what happens when we let Trump win. I get the mansion.
You said you were going to involve politics in this, and you just started with that. That's your first freaking sentence. Oh,
yeah,
man.
sure. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, crap.
What are they going to do? Not watch our videos? Wow, we're going to drop down.
I'm probably going to sue you. I'm going to sue you.
Okay, so I don't get 5 views anymore. I only get 4 now. Congratulations. All right. So today we only just have Mr. Emmanuel with us today. Go ahead and say, yeah, how do you do's?
Hi.
All right. So
okay.
We kind of have like a so-and-so weekend. I mean, I guess like video games haven't been going off as much because of all this ordeal with politics. So, I mean, so we might have a light session today. We might expand this to like a whole 2-hour session. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. So anyways, let's start with speaking of politics and everybody backing and forthing. Let's talk about Nintendo and the Wii U. So Nintendo officially said today they're going to stop production on Wii U's, but didn't they also say like 2 weeks ago they weren't going to stop production, and that was idiotic of people to think about that?
Well, Eurogame had the scoop on on a source from there, and yeah, like I think a day or so later, Nintendo came out with a statement. No, we're not doing that. We still got games on the Wii U. Yeah,
and then they realized that Sticker Star came out, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, that's it."
This clock is still ticking. They said, and then all of a sudden, what, today or yesterday, Nintendo announced that Japan's ending production, and the last batch of shipments coming to North America from the Nintendo Wii U is the final one. So,
oh yeah, because people are standing in line for Wii U's right now. Definitely,
definitely, yeah. That's definitely what I
What I was confused by that statement that Nintendo said they still had batches of games was like, what game besides Breath of the Wild are they still in production with on Wii U wise? I know Sticker Star was like their last one, but other than that, I can only just think of Breath of the Wild. That's pretty much it.
And I think that's all it's going to be left at, because.
And that's not even. I would think of that more as like a backwards port than a friggin' made specifically for the Wii U.
Yeah,
it's like Twilight Princess.
I think that's their last flagship game. They're gonna end with an exclusive, and I think from this point forward, they're focusing on Nintendo Switch, and the remaining lifespan for what the Wii U has right now is maybe shovelware, maybe more, ports from older games, or maybe inferior quote-unquote ports of games coming to the Switch onto the Nintendo Wii. I think it's just for them cutting much of their losses as they can at this point, and just focus on the Switch when they have a lot more to say in January. So I think right now at this point it's just cutting the losses and stopping production, and then just.
I don't know why they think that they're. I don't know why, but it sounds like they think that they're gonna sell Wii U's on the holiday season, and the only thing Nintendo's gonna sell is those $100 DSs. Those are pretty cool.
I want one. But that $100
$3DS. That's not bad, dude.
I want one.
And then the new ones too, so you can download the Super Nintendo classics, so you can play like. Like how I'm playing. Like I got Diddy Kong Adventures and.
Oh no! Nintendo Download actually just put the Mega Man X trilogy. X3 just came on the store today for the Nintendo.
Isn't that one only just the new exclusive? It's a new. You have to have a new.
No, it's on. No. It's the SNES emulated games.
No. I know that, but there's some SNES emulators that are only exclusive if you have a new.
The new 3DS. No, you can only play them on the new 3DS. You can't play them on the older one. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Mega Man X was an emulated, because the new ones have the emulation software in it.
Yeah, X and X2, yeah. X2 came out not too long ago, actually.
Yeah, they did.
X came out
2 weeks
like
ago.
a while back.
I think
X2.
X came out like around the time when we left for our cruise, and I think X2 came more like a week after we came back.
No, I
I
think
think.
X came a lot earlier. X2 actually
Mm.
came around close to when you guys left for the cruise.
See, that's what
X2
I
just came
like
out.
about the DS. They should just forget about porting these SNES classics and these emulations on a home console. Nobody wants them anymore.
You know,
Port them over. Port them
you
to a handheld. Because believe me, I will sit there on the go and play Donkey Kong Country because it's amazing to sit there and think, you know what? Like 15 years ago when I was playing that at home, like to think, man, it would be awesome to take this on the go, and now I can do that.
and it's pretty amazing too, because I mean, for one, the Mega Man X, X2, and X3, the trilogy of the SNES games, those are really expensive for the cartridge on eBay. So that really backpedals the value on those games since you can
True
download them
that.
now.
Oh yeah,
Also,
I never played Mega Man, but aren't those like the X series? Like at least
yeah, the
one, two, and
best,
three aren't like some of the
the
best Mega
best,
Mans?
yeah, the best. It's still the best.
Isn't that the
Best
one that
soundtrack,
finally
amazing
teaches?
soundtrack too.
Isn't that the
Amazing
one that
soundtrack.
teaches Mega Man like the Street Fighter moves? Like you learn how to do Hadouken and Shoryuken and
Oh yeah,
stuff like
no,
that.
yeah, you start from scratch. You start from scratch, so you have to collect, every
No,
piece
no,
of
no, no, no.
armor.
I mean, like, aren't those the X games, the X series? Aren't those the ones that like there's a hidden move and it's like Ryu moves? So like he learns how to do Hadouken and he learns how to use Shoryuken and all the other stuff.
Oh,
When it-
um,
Yeah, they're like hitting moves and they're like one
yeah,
hit kill moves.
you could, yeah, you could, yeah, you
I mean, you
could.
don't need them to beat the game, but I mean, they were
No,
like
you don't. Those are
those
fun
are
to
pretty.
be there.
Oh
Yeah, those
yeah,
are very.
those are cool little nods to games. Those are
Uh,
cool.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I really enjoy I mean, the 3DS. I mean, from what I mean, it's awesome, and it makes sense even more now to get a 3DS, especially on Black Friday, because Mario Maker's coming there, and I'm excited for
Mario
that.
Maker. Yoshi's Wally World too. They also just said that Wally World's gonna have a creation, so you can create your own
That's
Yoshis. So
and
that's I thought that was gonna be on the Wii U on the original one, but I guess it didn't. But I
that's
like that you can create your own Yoshis. That's pretty.
yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get some dick and ball Yoshis real quick.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, man, this is Nintendo's market right here, and that's what's selling, and that's what's always going to sell for Nintendo is the handheld market. But yeah, I actually am really. I hope I can buy them online and not have to go to the doorbusters to get that Mario 3DS. That looks really nice. They have them both in black and white with the classic Famicom color buttons. That's pretty awesome. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Ah! Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, yes, the black, the DD, the whatever, the
The black
$99.
SNES,
The no, it's not
black
the
and white SNES,
no
or the 3DS, the
the
new
3DS,
3DS.
the new
It's got the
3DS.
Famicom button colors. Ah,
Yeah, all the new 3DSs have the Famicom color buttons.
not mine.
Mine does.
Well, good for you, Mr. Pokemon sellout. Obviously, you bought the Pokemon one. I bought the launch 3DS XL.
There you go. You bought an
I'm not that
XL.
special.
You bought an XL. That's your fault. You bought an XL. For those big
Yeah.
ass American hands you have. But anyways, like I was saying before I got disconnected, I don't know why Nintendo's making it sound like they're gonna sell a lot of Wii U's when they should just focus on trying to sell a lot of these stupid little mini NESs.
Oh yeah, the NES. Those sold out pretty fast.
I know. I don't know why. I don't
Those
know.
NES classics sold out pretty fast.
I
Apparently,
still.
apparently those NESs, somebody unboxed them. It's basically a powerful Linux system. They opened them up. It's a pretty powerful Linux machine.
So it's a
So
Linux. So it's a
it's
Linux running emulators.
it's a Linux running emulator. It's pretty powerful too, overclocked and everything.
You know what else can run emulators? Watch.
I don't
My
no, I don't
my laptop. My
I don't
laptop can
I
run.
don't want to know. No,
My
that's not
laptop.
appropriate.
I was
That's not
talking about my laptop.
appropriate.
Well, I mean, I was
Yeah,
probably
I
a
mean,
bad
it's like
my,
out
my
of
laptop, not my
out
phone.
of nostalgia's sake, yeah, people are gonna buy the NES special edition NES.
That cord is shorter than the stupid
I
than
know
the
the
NES
chords.
cord.
The idea is like it's trying to feed on that nostalgia because, like, back then people would be like less than 5 feet away from their TV and play these fucking.
What I don't understand is it's 30 games. 30 of these games you have either digitally on your freaking Wii U, on your Wii, on your 3DS, or you have some sort of HD remake of it. I don't know why you need Pac-Man, because Pac-Man's whatever. I don't know why you need Punch-Out. Punch-Out's like everywhere. The original Mario Brothers, if you haven't played 1, 2, or 3 in your life, and this is the first exposure to it, you're a moron. Um, Everything else is like HD remakes, like Galaga, Galagan, Final Fantasy, all that stuffs are all remade in better quality and better renditions than what the originals had. Why would you? That's like if someone said, "Do you want to play Rock Band 1 again on the original console?" I'd be like, "No."
Strictly
Oh,
nostalgia's sake. Strictly nostalgia's sake.
the
But you
member
know what's
berries, the
really
member
appealing about
berries
these
are
freaking things?
member berries.
Like generations past, you can buy this for maybe a family member in your family that, as far as such in video games, played the NES or touched the SNES and played these games. Yeah, yes, there's a lot of that. There's
Because
a lot of
because
that.
I would rather buy my kid the original SNES or the NES
No, I mean
than
for
have them buy a bootleg.
our generation to buy our parents, the NES, was out in their time,
Well,
like
I
around their
never.
time when they were,
No,
that's
no,
the type of
no. I believe if you were really a video gamer and you really say you wish you had a chance to play the NES, when you were 5 or 6 or 7, there was still a opportunity for you to find an NES. So don't give me that crap that,
well, I mean,
oh, it's for our
not,
generation that never had the opportunity. No,
no,
no.
I'm not
The
saying
the
no.
SNES came out when we were 4 and 3. Like the NES was only just like a couple years behind. That's like saying, oh, these poor kids, they don't get a chance to play the Xbox 360. It just came out like 6 years ago. They can get a 360.
No, it's just pure nostalgia. Like you can buy that. You can buy that with, you know, on,
See, I would be a buyer for it if it did something different, like if it added that and like something different, something more
I,
like for example, the original Pokemon games. The only reason I got all of them is because they added the feature that I can transfer and download and I can battle
no,
wirelessly.
nobody,
So
no,
it adds a different new feature to it. What can you do on these things besides play on a shorter controller
nobody,
than
nobody in the U.S. has all Pokemon games, and you keep
I,
forgetting this.
I have all the Pokemon games?
Everyone who lives in the
Because
U.S.
here he comes to tell
officially,
me the
illegally,
fucking
you don't have green. None of us have green. Okay,
I can
okay,
get green.
okay.
I can go.
Yeah,
You
but
want to bet?
you can.
I can
I
go
didn't
get a
say that.
Japanese account and get me green right now if I wanted to.
I
I
didn't
can go
say
and
that.
import green.
I said here in the States, technically, we don't have and never will have all Pokemon games to date in the U.S. Yes, you can get them in other means, but legally, and technicality,
What is that gonna
you
do
don't
about the
have them.
Super Nintendo? About the NES? What is that gonna do about?
Don't say you have
I
them
was just
all.
saying. Oh,
But
sorry, man.
yeah,
Sorry, Dad.
anyways, you're right. You're right. No, I mean,
And then what is it? $60 for the whole thing?
I think it's, yeah, 60. Yeah.
When when I can get Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 for $1.99, I can get Pac. I have Punch Out for 99 cents. I can get Galagan for about 99 cents.
Listen, this thing is strictly nostalgia for nostalgia's sake and a novelty. That's what it is because it's literally as big as the palm of my hand.
I know,
It
I've
has a
seen it.
lot of games. They all
It
run
has
pretty
30
well.
games. It
They
has
all
30
yeah, that's
games.
30 games.
Relax. It
They all
doesn't.
run pretty well. Okay. It plays well. The controllers are just as how they looked back in '89 here in the States. Okay. They are short, but third party peripheral company
Yeah,
is,
Nyko.
is doing a wireless NES.
No,
And
the
then,
wireless one is garbage. I already seen people to reviews of it. It gets the controller gets stuck and it gets a dead drop.
okay, like the olden days. I get it. That's fine. It's again nostalgia's sake. When wireless doesn't work properly, neither did it work back then. Because when the SNES, I had the wireless controller on the SNES. Yeah, that was dead drops all the time. I agree. And then Hyperkin is another third-party company who has done like the 5-in-1 machines of all old school retro games. They're doing an extension cable uh, accessory. So basically, people can extend. They can extend.
So
It's an
we're going
extension cable
so
for
we're
people who
going
don't like.
back to the plug and play era, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess I don't
So
know.
people are paying $60 for a plug and
Yeah,
play.
it's pretty steep for that price. But and I don't know if people are still
There are plug and
planning to
plays
buy
that give
one.
you 1,000 games for $10.
I don't know if people are still planning to buy one, but Amazon is planning to have them in stock on Friday. So
They have plug and plays for $10 that has 1,000 games, and one of them you get to shoot
those
Saddam Hussein.
those plug and plays, man. Oh, that's what you go to the mall for, is to buy one of those
One of
novelty
them you
plug and
get to shoot
plays.
Saddam Hussein, and we never get to see it because Vinny fucked up.
That's what you do. That is
That's
exactly what
what
you
you
do.
do. I don't get it. Like that's like people have been telling me like, well, what happens if they do a Super Nintendo? And it's probably because you weren't grew up. And I was like, why would I buy one that's a Super Nintendo? Why wouldn't I just break out my old Super Nintendo?
I still have mine. Yeah, I still have mine.
And before people start saying, well, what about the games that you don't have? And I say, oh, believe me, I have the games that I want to play. Believe me.
It's great. It would
All
be
I
cool
need,
to see
all I
like
need is my Yoshi Island, and all I need is my Mario RPG. I'm good. I'm
Mario
good.
RPG.
And Mario World, but I have Mario World, and I have Donkey Kong, and I have Diddy Kong's Conquest on my 3DS. I have other
Yeah,
games to play,
it's all they're all there now at this point. Yeah. Uh,
but I don't know. I do not understand this plug and play thing. I
I
really don't. And
I think it's just strictly as
it's
it's a
it's
novel.
memorabilia.
It's memorabilia. It's a novelty
Remember?
gift,
I
and
remember.
it's pure sake of nostalgia. You know, that's all it is. For anybody who wants it, yeah, go at it.
It's a
Yeah.
waste of money. It's a waste of time, and it's a waste of Nintendo's. I honestly think it's a waste of Nintendo porting them over to the 3DS. I could have had Final Fantasy on my 3DS. I could have had Galaga and Galagan on my 3DS. I could have had Pac-Man running on my 3DS, but no. They're probably gonna wait to see how long this plug and play thing lasts, and most likely it's gonna go super crazy. It's gonna sell out.
People
It's
people
gonna,
can people have hope in this, and they could probably mod this Linux machine and include all games if they wanted to. So
yeah, they probably could. But the thing is, this thing's gonna sell. It's already selling out. This thing's gonna sell like hotcakes. They're gonna do a Super Nintendo one. Then they're figuring out how to do a freaking an N64 version, and it's gonna spiral out of control. And stupid. It's stupid. And I can already see like if this sells, I can see Xbox and maybe Sony doing one too.
yeah, it's something that won't be. I think it's pure hype right now. You know, like the Wii, pure hype. I'm sure it'll die out. I'm sure it'll be something. It'll be a case of that. It'll be a case of the Wii's eventually. But other than that, I mean, I never went. I started with with the SNES and the Genesis. I never went to the NES. I mean, I played NES at a friend's house, but never owned one. But
Yeah, I never did either. My parents said we did own one, but I never played it. I mean, all my memories of like playing any of the Mario games are gonna come off of um the Mario, what do you call it? Super Mario, what's that collection they had? Um,
All Stars.
All Stars. There you
Yeah,
go, the All
All
Star
Stars.
pack. Yeah,
That's the
I mean,
best.
obviously, yeah, I played the original Mario Brothers one on the NES. I think everybody has at this point. But I honestly have never played Mario 2 on the NES, and I never played Mario 3 on the NES, but I played on the SNES. So I mean, I think those are the superior versions of it, and I think all of them are the superior versions of them. So what's the point of playing the classics? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't get it either. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. People want it. People will get it.
And not
Um,
only that, but like all those third party, like I said, like the wireless controller has a dead drop. I already watched like three different people review it, and it gets dead dropped, really
yeah,
bad. And not only that, but there's an extension. There's a wire extension. Get this, so you can extend the wire, and that's a great idea. However, however, get this. At the end, where you plug it in into the mini NES, there's like this little plastic tube that sticks out at the end of the wire. But the thing is, it covers up the second player panel. So even
what the slot?
so
Wow,
yeah, it covers up the slot. So you can put it in on player two, so that way player two has a longer one, but player one's always gonna have the shorter one. And like if you want the longer one, it's gotta be player two. You can't put it on one because it covers up slot two.
that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I mean there might be some first party issues, and you might have to like file it down. Maybe it's just plastic. I'm pretty sure you can just cut it off or whatever. But I don't know what they were thinking to release a wireless controller that has a dead drop, and then to make an extender, which I thought was a pretty cool idea, but it covers up the second port. But then again, why would I pay $15 for another fucking SNES controller for a SNES controller
Yeah, who
when I
knows?
when I can use that $15 and throw an extra what $30 more and get a PS4 controller?
No, nobody really knows. I mean, at
But
this
I
point,
will. But if someone does figure out how to mod, so that way you can just plug in a dongle and play off your PS4 controller, that would be pretty cool.
that would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty
I'm
cool.
sure it'll happen eventually. So.
No, no, it won't. No one's gonna give it the light of day. It's gonna sell out and it's gonna die out. Just like everything else in life. Just like
Okay.
everything else. Alright, I'm depressed. Let's talk about Pokemon. I like Pokemon. It makes me happy.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. So so series two or second season or whatever. I forget
Season
what you call
2,
it now.
Series 2, Gen 2.
Gen two. There you go. Generation two leaked, and for some odd reason, people are excited about Diddles coming back, which I still to this day do not understand. What's the point of Diddles? Yeah, I get it. It's
Damn,
a
someone's
franchise
mad.
staple. No, no, no. I get it. I get it. Diddles are like a franchise staple.
Ditto
You
is
know.
my main and Crystal, bruh. Will always be my main.
Okay, if you came up to me and say that you mained with the Ditto, you obviously.
I had a good time. I had a really good time.
I mean, yeah, in the originals that was plausible, but with no, 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 you can't EV. Why are you gonna EV and IV train a Ditto for? Why? Why? Why?
Ah, I don't know.
Ditto. I really don't understand why people want Dittos because they're gonna get Dittos and it's gonna be underpowered in Pokemon Go and it's not gonna change the metagame at all and it's just gonna be the same thing. But Gen two definitely badass. I would take Gen two. Ooh, trophies. I will take Gen two.
Yeah,
So what
I
are
like
you
Gen
gonna
2.
start playing? Will you start playing it again because of Gen two?
That I don't know. Honestly, to be honest with you, I just don't know. I mean,
Why don't you? Why don't
it
you know?
seems it seems pretty. I mean, I would definitely give it a go just to see the
A
Generation 2
Pokemon
Pokemon
Go.
of Pokemon Go. Pun no pun intended. To see the new Pokemon and how they have worked around, balancing the game, giving people a chance at rare Pokemon or, just just keeping it fresh, keeping it consistent, making sure that people get X amount of Pokeballs or potions, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's still a grind to unlock better Pokeballs still.
I
But
mean, it's just like any other RPG. You gotta be willing to put in the grind
yeah,
to
but
get the stuff.
in this case, a grind is a free to play one, and a free to play a free to play grind is like the Japanese giving you any Fantasy Star Online game and telling you to do the same thing, and you'll be doing it forever. Or Monster Hunter in that case. For some
What do you want
familiar.
them to do? A Candy Crush and say, okay, you can catch 5 Pokemon, and then that's the end. You gotta wait 12 hours, or you can pay us $20 to keep playing. You want to go down that route?
I mean, honestly, from the get-go, I don't think Pokemon Go should have been free to play. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. It really shouldn't have. It had more value as a game if they charge you $1, $2 for it, or maybe $3. It didn't need to be a free to play game. Niantic had no idea that Pokemon, one of the biggest, both in Japan and America, the IP of Pokemon, the license of Pokemon, is any doubt in your mind the fact that it wouldn't be as big as it's gotten so far is being completely naive of what you do in the market of video game design, because Pokemon is one of those games that never ever fails to sell at any rate.
Well, what makes you think that
even
they wouldn't?
More so to sell because on a mobile platform of all things.
Well, what makes you think that they're not going to charge for Gen 2 or Gen 3? I would see them charging for that.
Yeah, but I mean, from the very beginning, I think this wouldn't be such an issue if they would just say, well, we'll charge you this much and you'll get this much out of it. Not just like, okay, here's this, go ahead and do that, blow up our servers, have issues for the next 2 to 3 months, nobody gets anything, balancing issues all around, game crashes, Pokemon, catching Pokemon crashes. It's like they buried themselves in this for going free to play, thinking that this game wasn't going to be as big as it was. And second, because aside from being Pokemon, nobody like expects the game to not crash, because this game wasn't beta tested or alpha tested in any sort of like controlled environment or even in the public. It
was beta tested publicly. It was. It got beta tested.
Did it? Because
it was very limited people. You had to sign up through Niantic, and they selected very, very few people.
And even then, even that like scale of limitation to show this game off to a very few audience before release was just like, no. It should have had it
should have had open beta.
Yeah, it should have had like a form of beta, that said we're releasing this game to, like, when they started releasing the game from the get-go, they didn't go worldwide. It was in North America from the start. And then it came in Japan. And then they went further down in the other countries. They could have done that in the beginning when they were just saying, look, this is a beta. This is what we're going to do. Give us your feedback. Crashes, this and this may happen due to it not being a final game, etc. But what they did was let's put this shit out. Let's microtransaction it up the ass. Millions of people will get on it. Game will crash. We will be so far behind with the infrastructure in this game's environmental state. It'll have issues. Like that's the problem with the game from when it started. I mean, I think they would have been better off if they just said, okay, well, let's just charge for it. Let's just charge once, and people can get this amount of content out of it. For
they should have
putting.
I would have gladly paid $5 for
giving them a down payment of content, and rather than just people just like going at it openly, literally wide open. and just let everybody, whoever comes across their smartphone and decides to push start on the game and play it and just, expect nothing out of it. Literally nothing. People who committed to this game from launch expected way too much and got very little out of it. And people were furious. People were furious that a Western company would be given such an honor to have the Pokemon IP in their hands to create kind of like an augmented reality sort of game and shit it out like this in such a state that really just put a bad name for a Pokemon game to be in a mobile landscape. And
I don't think it made a bad name for it. I mean, you got to realize that Pokemon game sales for X and Y and have been up. Games have been up, and the pre-orders have been up for Sun and Moon. Like, they're expecting that this game is going to sell more than the original, than Silver and Gold.
Let me tell you something. It went so bad. Shares went up, and then shares plummeted. People were not complaining to Game Freak or Niantic. They were going straight to Nintendo.
And that's when Nintendo said, over there, bro.
Yeah, it's like, why? That shouldn't happen. There should have been more transparency with this, but there wasn't. And, Nintendo, literally, this put Nintendo in a really bad light. It really did. Because the way this game was released was like super hush-hush. Extremely. Like it was supposed to be some big deal. But it was just a mobile game. And aside from that, it was free to play. There was no charge. There was nothing for it. They weren't looking at it as a quality game. They were just looking at it as a quality money maker. That's it.
It was it was just like any other. It was Candy Crush, pretty much.
Yeah, any other Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, whatever. Yeah, exactly. And nobody sticks around long with those free to play games because people having to sit down and do this and that, and some people are going to be dedicated. People quit their jobs for this. People left the country and finding all their rare Pokemon, whatever. The hardcore, yeah, they went above and beyond. But the rest of the people just said, oh, screw this. I'm done. There's nothing here. People did just about everything, honestly, for what it was. Literally, this game coming out is a complete concept. Complete concept. This shouldn't be considered a game. This should be a concept of idea. Because two or three out of the major parts of this game's marketing was trading and battling. They got the watch cover now, but trading and battling is one of those things that doesn't make this game a Pokemon game until it has those two things. And right now what you have is literally a walking simulator with the Pokemon license on top of it, nicely coded. Like any other Fitbit that you buy on your watch and put it on your wrist that monitors your heart and put some miles on your feet and have what it says and just be like, I did something. It's the exact same thing. Pokemon is just literally that with
talking shit, bro.
I have talking shit because you know what? That's what it is right now. You can't really call this a game. I wouldn't consider this a game at all because a game is a form of entertainment that.
Well, you're trying to say that a mobile game is you're trying to like give some sort of saving grace to mobile games.
Well, the thing is, it was marketed as a game, but when I see people playing, quote unquote, playing Pokemon Go, they're not necessarily playing this game. They're like just doing what they do in their regular, ordinary lives. It's a simulator. It really is more of a simulator than anything. It doesn't put you benefiting anything aside from you doing what you do in your daily life. It's like, again, it's kind of like a cherry on top. You do what you do like when you work out and you get Pokemon. That's it. That's what it is to me. That's all it is to me.
That's
Really.
all I need.
Yeah, and yeah, majority of people are like, yeah, I'm in, but I'm not, because if people have any idea, like the 3DS actually has a Pokemon game, and it's actually a game. It's not what this
Well,
is right now.
anybody that's trying to say that a mobile game is a game is fucking retarded.
Yeah, I know people are gonna give me shit for that. Whatever.
I don't give a shit. This is my America now.
I really think that to this day, since Pokemon Go has been released, it's still half baked. It's still half baked. It's still really half baked. We still don't have everything of what this game was supposed to come out as being. Like, it's not there yet. It's not. I don't know why it's not here yet, because clearly they seem to figure out their infrastructure in the game's, management. And now they're just releasing more stuff, but not releasing the core of what Pokemon is, both as a game and as a concept, for what people can actually play and not just walk around and collect steps and then come across a Pokemon and then walk some more. Like, this was like
Some
Nintendo.
people like that. Some people like that. I like that. It's good. You got people moving. Get out of your house.
Yeah, it's a motivator. To motivate.
You want to be the very best, you gotta walk.
Remember when Nintendo in like 2 or 3 E3s past, Nintendo was like trying to work around, like working with fitness stuff, like.
Oh yeah, are we talking about the
heart monitor? The heart monitor?
Yeah. Whatever happened to that?
What else?
Whatever happened to that heart monitor? I mean, me and Lauren would have freaking lost that game because we have like fucking issues with our fucking bodies, but that would have been badass.
Yeah, it's like badass. I don't know if this is, because this is not Nintendo's game. This is Niantic and Game Freak's game, and they are their own, company. Nintendo just owns like maybe a quarter of the Pokemon IP, But yeah, GG, whatever.
GG.
It's I mean, season 2 of Gen 2 Pokemon cool.
Everything else not cool. I get it.
Everything else is like whatever. Yeah. I played it. Whatever.
Let's end this with the good old what your new I'm laughing at. Let me see your big fancy new console.
That the PlayStation Pro.
Your double decker sandwich, your ice cream sandwich.
It's not a double. It's a cheeseburger.
It's a double. That's a double with cheese.
It looks close to a double. Yeah. I mean,
let me see that big bulky. Oh, let me see. It's about to look. Let me see.
The machine is pretty much right here. It's bulky.
It is bulky.
It is bulky. Even the power connection for this thing is as big as a PC power adapter would be. So
that's some PS3. That's some original old school PS3 console right there.
Yeah, it's something else. I'll tell you what. I mean, if I had an SSD, I would really like to see just how much benefit it is and how much faster the console boots up and all that stuff. From what I've played, which right now are for pro support, the games that are patched so far right now is The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, and Titanfall 2. The Infamous games, which I played, they all look stunning. I mean, I don't have a 4K TV yet, so I don't necessarily have the complete benefit of it. But even now, I'm
I
seeing
just heard
improvements.
like the best game that even played on is just the original Tomb Raider,
Oh yeah, like that's
or just not the original Tomb Raider, just
Rise of the Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider,
The
Rise of the
sequel.
Tomb
Yeah,
Raider.
yeah. It's yeah. I'm sure it's really good. I mean, I already played it on the Xbox One, but I might actually go back to it and see just how the PS4 plays. Um, but yeah, I mean, what I'm enjoying so far, right now, what I can say right now from what I've benefited is Uncharted's multiplayer used to be at 900p, but now it's at full 1080p. We can now we can stream. You can stream now at 1080p at 60 frames. Uh, you know, with the Pro, like I think with any platform, Twitch or YouTube. Um, what else? You know, you already we already have the options for some games. Remember what I told you about, like the whole 1080p 60 frames
Yeah,
or 4K and 30 frames.
yeah.
That's what they're introducing um, with Final Fantasy 15 for when it launched. They're not going to make the cut at launch for the patch for the PS4 Pro. They said it's coming around September, or sorry, mid-December. That's when they're aiming at to release it right now. So far,
So,
they've managed.
so when everybody's already done with the game, pretty much.
I doubt it, but you know, it's
I
coming
would.
out literally the last 2 days of November. So maybe it'll come out a week or two after. And you
I
know,
would finish. I can finish it too by then.
yeah, it's that's what we're seeing right now. Even for people who don't have 4K displays, the machine is it's actually not as heavy as I thought it would be, but it is kind of bulky. You know,
Trying.
there's a revision with the console where the hard drive is on the lower right side in the back of the console.
I don't like that. That's
It's
weird.
actually it's pretty discreet. So now, I mean, the design is literally like a book. It's a book. It looks like a three stack book if you put it on
It
top.
looks like you put a PS4 on top of a PS4. That's
Yeah,
what it looks like.
and minus the the chassis on the side. Um, not the chassis, the you know the hard drive, the slot where you remove the hard drive. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty. It's got a USB 3.0 port in the back. So
Okay, that's cool. That's
so
cool.
if you don't have, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they've introduced support yet, and I don't know if they're still planning to introduce external hard drive support yet. But if they would, you could benefit from that highly. I don't have a PlayStation VR yet. Maybe I'll get one. Who knows? Maybe way
No.
later down the line. But
Yeah.
I hear a lot of those games are already having tons of improvements in how they play. What else?
Did they make them fun? No, but okay.
Yeah, it I mean it's a nice revision of the console. Comes with the new controller that you've probably already seen, the one that you
Oh
know, why
yeah.
the little
So
slit
that
with the
way
light, yeah,
you
right
can see that
there.
little. Oh
And
yeah.
also you can actually plug in the controller to either the old or the PS4 Pro. And you can actually either read it as charging or directly connected as a USB, you know, uh, you know, connection port. You know, so basically what this
Okay.
does is you can make it go from wireless to wired. So that means input lag is reduced by like maybe a split second. So you
Well,
know, for the hardcore people, you know, for fighting games, that's a huge benefactor there.
well, I mean, I got like this long, like 9 foot cable now, so now I just play wired all the time now.
Yeah, it's for the remote controller. Yeah, I mean Costco. I know Costco has them for $50 right now, and they're selling the Uncharted Slim bundle with Uncharted 4 with two controllers for only like $340.
Two
So
controllers.
two controllers. Yeah, I mean it's Costco, dude. Give it to Costco.
Man, I'm just thinking
No,
of.
Costco's going in that Black Friday ordeal, just doing it right now. You know, but yeah, I mean, for me, the PS4 Pro, if you wanted to play a game like Skyrim, or I think even Fallout 4 will get. I know Fallout 4 is getting mod support this month, hopefully in the next week or so.
I mean, if you want to call that mod support, but
Yeah, I know. And so that Fallout 4 patch should introduce, hopefully, will include, PS4 Pro support. But there are a lot of games right now that I have yet to touch that have, Pro support. So yeah, I have a lot more to go through. So far for
so would you?
me,
It's not worth it. It's regret. You can tell he's regretting it.
I'm not. I honestly do not regret it because I know further down the line,
It's future-proof.
this machine, yeah, it's future proofing itself for a new generation of technology. That Sony's pushing pretty hard at this point and trying to make it the new standard from what we've had almost 10 years in the past now, with 1080p. Games are going to benefit from this more. Yeah, I mean, I me, I've been since the launch of the PS4. I've been on it, and I played majority all of my games almost on this machine. So, for me, benefiting from everything. If you have the income, just
from what I've read,
if you don't have a PS4 yet,
PS4,
go straight to the Pro. Just go straight to the Pro. Just do that. $100 more. Go straight to the Pro. That's what everybody's going to tell you. That's the smartest thing you can do right now. Is if you're gonna get a PS4, just get the Pro. I know the PS4 Slim is gonna be on sale for Black Friday. The Pro is not gonna, I don't think, have any of those deals.
No, I doubt it. There's no way.
So I mean, right now for people who want to jump on the PS4 train, go straight to the Pro. Best thing you can do for yourself. Future proof otherwise. I know people are going to bitch about the whole, it doesn't have the UHD Blu-ray drive.
Does it have native 4K?
Technically, it does, and it doesn't. Because I know a lot of games right now are not technically native 4K, but they are pushing up there. They're pretty high up there. But for some miniature games that are coming out there are going to be coming out, I'm sure are going to be native to 4K.
Come on, you don't want to play Song of the Deep in 4K? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it has. We're just starting right now. We're just starting, honestly. I think with a firmware update or two, they're gonna unlock more on this console. They're gonna unlock more. Like when PlayStation had that meeting in September in San Fran, and they said, we're introducing the Pro, and we're also introducing the HDR. Guess what? All PS4s have seemed to have HDR compatibility. So people then thought, what else does it have that hasn't been unlocked, through a firmware update? And what else it can do? And for the Pro, I think it's the same thing. Only further down the line, we're going to see that more and more and more. I think we're pushing it to the extent where we're trying to introduce a new standard of technology and also trying to give developers more leeway into creating these much, much, much chunkier games. I think they're going to need it, And, the hard drive, SSD drive, all that stuff. Yeah, everybody's gonna have to start coming with with 2 terabytes at some point, because these games are just getting bigger every year. They're just getting bigger every year. So these games are getting just as big as any PC download of the same game. So brace yourselves, because it's still gonna be taxing. We're at that point where games are just as big as, any PC game. And, let this be an example, like with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of 4 put together, that's 120 gigabytes. So,
I mean, time will tell.
I
Time will
mean,
tell.
it's
That's
an
our
awesome piece
verdict
of
for people.
hardware.
That's our verdict for people. If you have a PS4, don't worry about it. If you don't have one, go get one.
Yeah, if you don't have a PS4, please go straight to the Pro. You won't regret it. It's better. Listen, I know a lot of people kind of like trying to make the PS4 their main source of both gaming and media entertainment. It doesn't have a UHD, 4K, Blu-ray drive. I
Hmm.
know that. We know everybody knows that, and a lot of people are pissy about that from the get-go. That's fine. The thing is, Sony has looked at the numbers, I'm sure, and a lot of people, their numbers are greater in streaming than there are in physical, media and buying these Blu-ray discs, because right now I'm sure people are streaming more than they are buying physical discs.
Nobody buys movies anymore.
No, nobody buys movies anymore. Like honestly, like I know people still have that. The purists, the people who worry, we get that. There's
Those are the
there's
people
a,
that need to grow up and move on.
those are the people that need to like start extending a branch. You
Except for
know,
video games, they
yeah.
DRM.
Yeah, but when it comes to media entertainment, look, aside from cutbacks and making this console priced the way it is right now, people are not watching their media in physical disc. Everybody's getting on Hulu, everybody's getting on Netflix, Plex, HBO Now, FX, cable subscriptions,
Amazon.
etc., Amazon, etc. There are literally
Except
more than
PlayStation Vue because PlayStation Vue lost like 99% of their channels now.
yeah. PlayStation Vue. Oh boy.
Okay.
Woo! Oh
How's it feel
man.
not being able to watch Comedy Central anymore?
Oh, I actually had PlayStation Vue for a good maybe 4 or 5 months. Then I just stopped watching TV, so I just said, screw this, why am I paying this? Let's cancel it. And that's the beauty of it. But basically all the Viacom owned channels for PlayStation Vue,
Nickelodeon, Comedy Central.
the 2 or 3 Nickelodeon channels, which everybody freaking wants and needs for their kids,
No, they
they're
don't need
going
Nickelodeon.
bye-bye.
Nickelodeon's garbage. You just need Nick Jr.
They're going bye-bye, and a lot of people
Not
are
my
jumping
door.
ship. A lot of people are jumping ship out of there, and they're looking at Sling or they're looking at Direct
Oh yeah, because I was
TV.
thinking about getting one too, but if Viacom just backed out, I mean that
Yeah,
makes me think,
I
what
think
if anybody else backs out? Then what's the point
yeah,
in that?
it was a contract ordeal, I think, because of Direct TV. Now I think you saw that, right, with AT&T.
Yeah,
They're basically doing the same thing
yeah. AT&T just hooked up
for
with
$35.
Yeah, what did they just hook up with? AT&T just hooked up with
I forgot who. Uh,
somebody big.
somebody big, somebody who has a lot of money in the pockets and then some. But yeah, I mean,
Just think of a king size chocolate bar. That's how
yeah,
big. That's
it's
pretty big.
it's crazy that is happening to PlayStation Vue, because the thing is, PlayStation Vue was supposed to be an idea of freedom from the cable providers in a sense, but also just giving us what we want also, and not
And
having
it
to
didn't work
worry
out.
about issues like that. Like with Time Warner had them, DirecTV had them before they got bought off by AT&T. Dish had them. People didn't want that anymore, and PlayStation Vue was kind of like that alternative, but now PlayStation Vue seems to be in the same ballpark where people are just saying, you know what? Because not only are they removing more than maybe what? When we look at the 3 tiers, they're removing more than 10 to 20 channels, right?
Yeah,
They're
but I
still
mean,
charging the same price.
but there's the national channels too. They're like the channels that you want. That's
And
the thing.
and then yeah,
If it was
exactly.
just like if it was like Planet, like Animal Planet or like IDTV, nobody gives a shit about those channels. But when you take away Comedy Central, when you take away Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. and Discovery Channel and stuff like that, people are gonna notice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those
Like,
are big channels.
clearly you see the numbers. I'm sure they see the numbers when they look at PlayStation, when Sony looks at PlayStation Vue and looks at the viewership of those numbers. And and they seem to be taking out one of the biggest ones out of the and
Isn't that
people.
also include CNN too? It takes
I
out
don't think
like
it
some
includes
news.
CNN. No, I don't think it includes CNN. I
There
think
was
it
one
includes.
news outlet. I think it was MSNBC
I think it
or
was
CNN.
MSNBC. Yeah,
But
MSNBC.
but one of those two are still really big media, especially for something like right now during the elections. You would want your news outlets and have losing
Exactly.
news.
Exactly. And people are losing that. People are losing that too. That's why people are looking at Sling now, where it's a little bit more a la carte and it's a lot cheaper too. Which I
Hmm.
tried. I did try it out, and I actually liked it. For the channels that I got, I didn't get a lot, but I got a lot of the channels that I would
That
watch
you want.
for less than
Yeah,
like $20. So
yeah.
you know,
But then
I
again, that's the future of this type of service is that you
yeah.
just don't know if you're gonna wake up and realize, oh, I guess I'll watch the Weather Channel.
The problem with Sling is it doesn't have any DVR functionality compared to the Vue, where it has a cloud-based DVR
Well, I
functionality.
mean, at that point, do you really need a DVR service if you're already subscribed to Hulu? If you're already
I
subscribed to
mean,
Netflix?
it's all a matter of convenience, right? Like people don't have time to watch it. People
Yeah, but that's the
have work.
convenience of like thinking like Hulu. If I didn't catch it online, if I didn't catch it live, I can wait 24 hours and it'll be there on Netflix on
No,
Hulu.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think Sling is not as big as PlayStation Vue is because
Oh
it.
no, because Sling didn't get as much marketing as PlayStation Vue. You can still see PlayStation Vue commercials as of now.
Oh
I
yeah, I
think
still do.
Sling is more of a word of mouth, and that's mostly through the internet. It's not really
I
based
know that
on.
I know they come pre-packaged with free trials in freaking TV antennas.
Yeah, exactly. I think they come also in like different types of sticks, like Chrome sticks and stuff like that
Yeah,
too. But
Chromecast. It's on Xbox. It's on just about every
it's on everything.
platform
But the thing is, it's
except
more of
Sony's.
a word. It's a word of mouth type of thing, and a
Yeah,
lot of
I didn't know
people
what
just
Sling
don't.
was. I didn't know
Yeah,
what Sling
my
was when I
mom thought it
first.
was a porn thing, and I was like, no. She's like, I'm not gonna lie. She thought it was a porn thing, and I was like, she's like, Sling.
What
What kind of
was
shit is that? And I was like, no, Sling is like PlayStation View. It's a TV service, and she's like, it sounds like porn.
Yeah, I I don't think it's for me. I mean, it's a shame that PlayStation Vue is in this position right now because it is a great service. But you know what? It would still be a good, remedial service if it would just cut on their prices because the amount of channels they are losing and they're still charging the same thing is also absurd.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know who would pay that much to not have Comedy
And
Central, to not have
and
Nickelodeon, to not have all those.
it's like a copycat of the cable companies. It's a copycat.
Yeah,
And that's what makes PlayStation Vue look better right now is because it's a complete copycat of what they're doing, and it's a shame because PlayStation Vue originally was not intended to be like the cable companies. It was
it was
supposed to be
supposed to
its
be
own
anti,
thing.
and
It was
even
a,
now to the commercials, it's still anti. It's anti. Yeah,
anti
anti cable company,
yeah,
and
anti
unfortunate.
contracts and all that equipment and all those other fees.
But unfortunately, it's running down the same path
Yeah,
as its predecessors, and it's just rest in peace, PlayStation View. Rest in peace.
I mean that's why I'll probably look at Sling to watch
I mean,
TV now.
unless they can probably pull this off in the next year, like if they can get it back by January 1st, then they need to start looking at either lowering down prices
Yeah,
or I don't know.
especially. I mean, it's pretty affordable in the rural areas of the U.S. But here in major cities like us,
Like New
Miami, or
York.
Florida, New York, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, all those channels have major broadcast stations, right?
Yeah.
So we get charged like a plus $10 for it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
But
they're
I'm
gonna
not
have to
gonna pay
affect
for
the
the
price.
service if like
Yeah,
what
exactly.
household's
I
gonna
know.
pay for it if they don't get their kid channels?
Or Comedy Central with the South Park, man. You can't forget about
Or
the
the
South Parkians.
MSNBC for your election news and stuff like that. Like those are really big
Yeah,
channels.
MSNBC is a popular channel in the morning. So
Well, yeah,
yeah.
you need that for your locked up so you can watch those prison shows. So you know what's going down in the prison cell.
Or freaking Nightline. Oh man.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck Nightline.
it's a shame. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame. But
You know what?
but
Just
yeah,
like you know what? That's that's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. The whole world's going to shit.
yeah, we're all gonna riot.
No, I'm not gonna write. What am I gonna write for?
We're all gonna riot and lose our minds. We're
Why?
all
Because I
gonna
don't.
riot and lose our minds.
That's what people should be rallying about. They should be rallying and try to get Viacom back on PlayStation Vue.
Yeah,
That's what really matters.
yeah, that's very important. Yes, very important, sir.
Very, very, very. And Sun and Moon Leaks. You shouldn't
Oh,
be.
Sun and Moon Leaks. Pokemon Sun and Moon Leaks. So, I
No,
got.
we're not. No, no. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon Leaks.
Because
He's-
because this person,
no.
because Danny here still gets suspense from Pokemon games to this day.
Yes, I do.
He
Yes,
still
I
gets
do.
suspense from these games and
Yes, I do.
what they have and what
Yes,
the
I do.
story is, because it's not a
Yes, I
copy
do.
and paste at all. It's so original.
Yes, I do.
Every installment is original. Clearly, the last two were literally
Yes, I do.
so, I don't know what to say about Sun and Moon, man. It might as well be Pokemon Coliseum at this point, right?
I don't know about that.
I do know about that. Oh man,
Well, I mean, next week you can talk about you have your Watchdog impressions,
Watch
right?
Dogs too. Yes, I do. I do. I do.
And unfortunately, Pokemon won't be out by then, so
It'll be
I
out in
can
2
talk about.
weeks. No, actually, you know what? It'll be out the
It comes
same
out next week. It comes,
Yeah.
the same week, but except it comes out on a Friday.
Friday. Yeah, Friday.
So we got that. We got that to look forward to.
Expect us. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I guess as excited as I'm gonna be.
All right. With that,
Have you still touched? Oh, sorry. Quick question. Have you still touched the Sun and Moon demo? Are you
no,
still touching it? No, you're done.
no.
You're done, right?
I honestly have not played it since the second day it came out. To be honest,
Why?
just because it's cool. I know they added more features and all that stuff, but
hype.
No. I like the system and all that stuff. It's just for everything coming out on a daily basis is something new. I was like, you know what, it's just making me more excited, and you know what, instead of just
Makes me
building
want
up
it
more
more.
hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I just want to keep it's like you choke the chicken up until and then you just stop right before. It's like what's the point?
What's the point?
You're just giving me blue
My
you're just
thoughts
giving me blue
exactly.
balls. So I honestly have just been, you know what, I played enough to unlock Ash's Greninja. That's cool. And I'll play it when it comes out, and I'll play with my Z Ring and all that cool stuff when the game comes out. But for right now, I'll keep playing Dark Souls 2, and I'll keep playing Hyrule Warriors.
All right. That sounds fair.
Yeah, because Hyrule Warriors, it's a good game.
Yeah, because Hyrule Warriors. Exactly. Yeah. I'm just looking forward to Mario Maker for the 3DS.
Mario Maker's gonna be sex. It's gonna be
Mario
lit.
Maker. Mario Maker is gonna be something I'll play.
No, I know.
Something
I
we'll
played it. It's good. It's good times.
Yeah, and remember on Wii U you could cheat the unlocks every day or every week by just moving the clock forward, and
Oh,
you
you
get
mean
so
like?
mad about that.
That was. That's like people that cheat on Animal Crossing. That's boo boo. That's not fair.
When Nintendo has those kind of loopholes, man, you just wonder, man. Oh, Nintendo. Here's something else.
All right, with that, I'm gonna go riot in the streets. All right, everybody, go say goodnight.
All right, bye. The only one here. Bye. Thank you for having me again.
You know what?
Much later than usual.
I forgot KRHC Radio.
Well, you said it now, so we're good. We're good.
We are affiliated for the next 4 weeks. for KRE Radio. And then after that's done, we can go on adults rated. We can. It's gonna be like the Ren and Stimpy.
Uncensored.
It's gonna be like the Ren and Stimpy adult party. It's gonna be like the adult party season of Ren and Stimpy. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah.
Except with a lot less gay innuendos. A lot less.
Yeah, a lot.
Or maybe more. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Well, this has been episode. What episode are we on? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. 8 or 9?
12. This is 8? 7? 8.
I don't freaking know. I don't think we broke it.
It's one of those. It's one of those. So next week, we got you guys with the What Dog.
The What Dogs 2.
We got What Dog 2. What else? What else besides What Dog 2?
Well, I mean, if we record that before, then you won't be able to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon. So.
I think we might just move it up to Friday so we can do some Pokemon Sun and Moon as well.
Are you getting it digitally or physical copy? I'm just saying.
Bruh.
I'm just saying because.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, there's not gonna be a midnight release for fucking Pokemon. So.
Yes, there is, bruh.
Really? We still have those.
No, I mean digitally it'll be released at midnight.
Yeah, obviously.
But I don't know if GameStop's going to do it. They technically did an early release last year, so I'm hoping. If not, I'm just gonna friggin' tell Lauren's boss, let me steal the game. I don't give a fuck. You guys never do anything for Pokemon, man. I don't care if there's no hours. Just let me have the game. I'm not asking for hours. I just want. All right, then. Well, then you're gonna have to. Well, then I'm pulling all morning. All morning. I probably might trade my shift. I probably might trade my shift so we can definitely get some Pokemon in.
Some crunching. All right.
That crunch.
Yep.
Peanut butter crunch. That's what's up.
Some crunching.
All right. So this has been a update DRM episode a bazillion. We'll have Junior back. I just wanted to go and put this out now. For those of you that were big fans of Carlos, officially, as of now, he's cut, I guess.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God, it happened.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to keep adding his calling card into the thing. But, yes, we will. I know updates have been a little bit weird. We're going to get into track once, definitely. Once we're not affiliated with KREC Radio anymore, we'll definitely be coming a little bit more on schedule. And yeah, we'll kick ass, take names, and maybe then Manny will have a good reason for you to buy a PlayStation 4 Pro by then.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, yeah, you're right. That's how it goes here.
All right, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
Are we gonna wait that long? Oh,
I'm gonna go get laid now.
Yeah, you go do that. See how that goes for you.
It's not gonna go. All right, goodbye, people. I'm out.
Goodbye. Ciao. What happened?
What happened? What do you mean? We never got disconnected for a minute. I was eating a Butterfinger. I was eating a Milky Way.
Yeah, I mean.